Good evening. A man has been rescued after suffering burns when his boat exploded into flames off the coast at North Haven. Reporter Alice Monfries is there live and joins us now. Alice, how did the events unfold?
Well, Kate, the 40-foot wooden cruiser burst into flames just after 4:30 this afternoon, about 4 nautical miles off the coast of North Haven. Now, within seconds, the boat was fully engulfed in flames and the fire and huge plumes of smoke were very clearly visible from the shoreline, and that prompted multiple 000 calls. Now, immediately, the MFS vessel, the Gallantry, rushed out to the scene and began putting out the flames. But as you can see, the damage was extensive. Now, that operation also involved the rescue of the boat's occupant. On board was a man in his 60s, Tony Walsh, who lives on the boat with his dog. Now, incredibly, he only suffered minor burns in the incident. He said as the heat became so intense, he threw his dog overboard and then jumped over himself. Now, he was then pulled to safety by the police boat and rushed back to shore here at North Haven, where he was treated by paramedics before being rushed to hospital. Now, we spoke with Mr. Walsh's friend Angela Sawker a short time ago. She was the first one to receive his calls for help. Let's take a listen to what she had to say. What did he say when he called you?
Oh, he was just, he was just really upset and just said my boat's on fire.
Who was he on the boat with?
Just his dog.
And what did he say when he called you?
Oh, he was just said my boat's on fire. Called AAA.
Now, as I mentioned, that 40-foot wooden cruiser became so quickly engulfed in flames that fire and huge plumes of smoke were very clearly visible from the shore, and that prompted multiple 000 calls from panicked onlookers worried about just who was on board and what injuries, if any, they had. Now, many of those onlookers then rushed here to the North Haven boat ramp and were incredibly relieved to see Mr. Walsh and his dog walk off of the police boat relatively unscathed. Kate.
Thank you, Alice. Returning now to our lead story, the rescue of a man from his burning boat off the coast at North Haven. Alice Monfries is there. Alice, you've just spoken with the victim.
We have, Kate, and incredibly, he's escaped relatively unscathed after his 40-foot cruiser burst into flames just after 4:30 this afternoon. Now, within seconds, his boat was completely engulfed in flames and huge plumes of smoke and fire could be very clearly seen from the shoreline, prompting multiple 000 calls for help. Now, the MFS vessel, the Gallantry, rushed to the scene to put out the flames and also to rescue the man on board, Tony Walsh. Now, Tony lives on the boat with his dog and incredibly only suffered minor burns after jumping overboard and throwing his dog overboard too. Now, he spoke to us just a short time ago about how terrified he was during that ordeal.
You can't explain it. It was terrifying. Help, yeah. I just wanted someone to come and help me.
And tell me what it was like when the fishermen arrived. Where were you?
Swimming in the water, swimming away from the boat. I got to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Now, Mr. Walsh and his dog were rushed back here to shore where he was treated by paramedics, and although they have escaped relatively unscathed, that wooden boat was Mr. Walsh's home and has been completely destroyed, now leaving him homeless. Kate?
An incredible escape. Thank you.